Let's jump right into this explainer and explore a fascinating, almost cinematic mystery that's literally hidden in plain sight. Walk into almost any luxury hotel across the globe, whether it's a massive high-rise in Tokyo or a tiny boutique stay in Madrid, and you're going to be greeted by the exact same thing: blindingly white bed sheets. It's so ubiquitous that we barely even register it anymore. But why always white? Is it just a boring lack of imagination from interior designers? Well, today, we're uncovering the truth.
You might think it's just some old industry tradition, but this visual uniformity is actually a highly calculated mix of psychology, architecture, and business strategy. Every single detail in a luxury hotel room is engineered to influence how you feel the exact moment you open that door. They're selling you relaxation, comfort, and, most importantly, an escape. And believe it or not, the color white is the foundational anchor for that entire guest experience.
Think about it. It all starts with a powerful psychological trigger. Hospitals use white, laboratories use it, and hotels do too, because white instantly signals extreme hygiene. By choosing a color that hides absolutely nothing, hotels are building immense unconscious trust with you. In our modern world especially, your perceived sense of cleanliness is the primary driver of your satisfaction. When you see a spotless white bed, your brain subconsciously registers that the room has been thoroughly sanitized. And this perfectly illustrates how white acts as both a psychological and an architectural tool. Psychologically, white significantly lowers visual stress and evokes a deep sense of peace for a weary traveler. But architecturally, it's basically a magic trick. White fabric physically bounces light around the room, creating this airy, spacious halo effect. Conversely, dark or patterned linens actually absorb light. They make a room feel smaller, heavier, and subtly raise a subconscious suspicion of hidden dirt. So, when did this design revolution actually happen? The crucial point in history is the year 1999. That is when visionary Barry Sternlicht and Westin Hotels launched the all-white Heavenly Bed. Before this, a lot of hotels actually used colorful or patterned sheets specifically because they were easier to hide stains on. But Sternlicht's all-white bedding totally revolutionized luxury brand identity. It created such a profound halo effect that guests genuinely felt like the entire room had been newly renovated just because of the bed. I absolutely love this quote from our sources. White sheets are the hotel industry's equivalent of a restaurant with an open kitchen. They have nothing to hide. It hits the nail on the head. It perfectly captures how this transparent aesthetic became a massive marketing success. It was such a runaway hit that guests actually started asking to buy the hotel's bedding for their own homes. This prompted the entire hospitality industry, from five-star resorts all the way down to budget motels, to copy that high-end, pristine boutique look. Now let's look at the operational genius of this choice, because there is a massive business upside here. White streamlines the entire housekeeping and inventory process. I mean, think about it. Staff can wash all the linens, the sheets, the towels, the robes, all together without ever worrying about color bleeding. They can safely use high-temperature washes and harsh bleaches. Plus, a standardized white inventory means you never have to match specific sheets to specific room color schemes. It massively cuts costs while making it incredibly easy for housekeepers to immediately spot stains or tears, which maintains that perfect five-star quality control. Part 1. The signature of luxury, fabric science. So here's the million-dollar question. How do these sheets survive hundreds of harsh industrial washes without just falling apart? The secret to that enduring, crisp luxury lies deep within the microscopic science of the fabric itself. Luxury hotels strictly refuse to use cheap materials, relying instead on premium 100% Egyptian cotton. Why? Well, Egyptian cotton features 35mm long stable fibers. These create an incredibly uniform, mirror-like surface that reflects light evenly, giving you that brilliant glow. Polycotton synthetic blends, on the other hand, are essentially plastics. Under the high heat of commercial dryers, these plastics soften and permanently lock in dirt and skin oils. Synthetics will literally trap dirt and turn gray over time, while long stable cotton stays completely pristine for 200 to 300 wash cycles. The weave type is just as crucial. If you want that crisp architectural hotel look to really last, percale is the industry standard. Percale uses a tight 1/1 underweave. This matte finish is incredibly durable, and it hides minor flaws far better than the sateen weave. Sateen uses a 4/1 understructure. Sure, it has a lovely initial shine, but that very sheen acts like a magnifying glass for dull spots and discoloration if the laundering isn't absolutely perfect. Part 2. the invisible secrets, industrial washing mastery. Okay, let's head into the industrial laundry room. We've got the perfect fabric, but how do professionals clean these delicate cottons every single day without completely destroying them? Hotels use a very strict three-stage protocol. First is the flush, a quick lukewarm cycle just to get rid of loose dirt. Then comes the break, where they introduce high alkalinity chemicals. We're talking pH 11 or higher, to aggressively strip away deeply embedded body oils. Finally, the rinse uses graduated cool-downs to prevent thermal shock to the delicate cotton fibers. And here is a massive operational secret. They literally never load a washing machine past 80% capacity. They absolutely need that empty space, so the mechanical beating of the machine actually knocks the dirt loose from the fabric. Now, you'd probably think hotels boil their sheets to get them that clean, right? Actually, no. 60 degrees Celsius is the magic number. It is hot enough to kill 99.9% of bacteria and dissolve oils, but cool enough to avoid a major laundry disaster, which is permanently setting protein-based stains like sweat or bled. Boiling your sheets is actually one of the absolute worst things you can do for their longevity. And what about keeping them blindingly white? Instead of using corrosive chlorine bleach, which, by the way, destroys and weakens cotton fibers by 25% after just 10 washes, professionals use oxygen bleach and a brilliant Victorian-era secret: laundry bluing. Because blue and yellow are complementary colors on the color wheel, adding a microscopic amount of blue pigment cancels out the natural yellowing of the cotton. It's a literal optical illusion that restores that cool, crisp glow without destroying the fabric. Part 3. Bringing hotel quality home. The 5-step guide. So with all this incredible science and strategy, how can you adapt these heavy-duty industrial secrets into a practical routine for your own home? Let's translate this into a simple guide you can start using today. By following these 5 steps, you can perfectly recreate that glass-like hotel finish. Step 1. Pre-treat with a 30-minute warm soak using baking soda. Step 2. Strictly wash whites only. Seriously, even a single gray sock transfers microscopic dye. Step 3 is huge. Ditch the commercial fabric softeners. They literally coat your sheets in a wax that traps dirt. Instead, use a 100 milliliter white vinegar rinse to strip away residue. Step 4, sun-dry if you can, letting UV rays naturally bleach the fabric. And Step 5, iron your sheets while they are still 10% damp. The heat compresses the fibers, making them reflect light perfectly. Finally, to ensure your premium sheets last for years, you have to use the resting rule. Hotels never use the same sheets back-to-back. They use a 3-set rotation strategy: 1 on the bed, 1 in the wash, and 1 resting. Store your resting sheets in breathable cotton bags, not plastic bins, which trap moisture and cause yellowing. Giving those natural cotton fibers a full 24 hours to recover their elasticity is the ultimate secret to longevity. It's truly amazing how a simple color choice transforms our entire experience, isn't it? Try these professional tips at home to elevate your own sanctuary. But it definitely makes you wonder, next time you pull back the covers in a hotel, are you just looking at a bed? Or are you looking at a masterclass in psychology, business, and science?